I love how this makes the pumpkin look gigantic, but in reality, it's super tiny. Hello there, Zoenai here. Today I'll be showing you how to make this adorable pumpkin on a vine. So here's a pumpkin done with a 1.5mm crochet hook and the one with the 1.25mm crochet hook. And I've also made one with just the little vine thing. What's the top of a pumpkin called? I'm not sure, but I made one with that, and I'll also demonstrate how to just make that because it's actually part of the leaf set if you make the leaves. So there'll be two different demonstrations if you just want to have this top or if you'd like to have some leaves with it. The display pumpkin I made, this one, uses a 1.25mm crochet hook, which of course is absolutely tiny. I'd recommend getting an ergonomic one if you're going to attempt that, but the main benefit to that is the stuffing will not show on the bottom. This is using a 1.5mm crochet hook, which is what I'll be demonstrating with. Overall, it's way wider stitches. You can see it better, and the stuffing's going to show on the bottom. This was also with a 1.5mm crochet hook with the size 10 crochet thread, but it's the metallic thread, so it's a bit thicker. It's not a good representation anymore because my dog literally just took it off here and was like, I mean, it fell on the floor. It's not her fault. It looks like a toy. It looks like a ball. I need to make more balls for her. But yeah, here's the bottom. It'll show the, also sorry for the breathing sounds, like asthma attack right now, but it'll show the stuffing on the bottom with just a 1.5 and the size 10. So just make note, you will have to size down if it's showing the stuffing bothers you, or you may want to double up on thread. Here is worsted weight with a 4mm crochet hook. This is only indented because I sewed it in that way. The stuffing will show even on the top and definitely shows on the bottom. This one I am not finished with yet, but I think it's the size I'm going to go with for worsted weight ones, is going to be this 3.5mm crochet hook one. Let's see. Yeah, 3.5. It keeps the stitches more defined. You can still see holes through it, but you're going to with worsted weight. I just hope it'll be a bit less noticeable than that. So choose your hook sizes depending on what you need. If you want it to look exactly like this, a 1.25mm crochet hook is recommended, but get an ergonomic one. I don't have an ergonomic one in that size, and this one was hell. So let's actually get started now. Okay, so starting, we're going to do a magic loop. If you're scared of magic loops, don't worry, I don't do it correctly. Just loop over your fingers twice, yeah. Insert into both loops. See, I already did it wrong. Pinch it. Now, using your working yarn, the one that's attached to the ball, bring it over and yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through to do a chain 1. Then we're just going to chain once more to have a chain 2. And yeah, this technically isn't the right way to do a magic loop, and you can learn that later. But who cares about the right way, right? Okay, so do 12 double crochet into the magic loop. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so count by the bases. Now we can pull our little tail end of our loop and pull tight. Ta-da! So we are going to slip stitch into the first double crochet here. Maybe a bit hard to see. We'll just slip stitch into that one. Now we're going to chain 2 and do 2 double crochet into this first stitch, but we're also going to try to pin back the little tail we have here behind it. So we're just going to work over that tail. And anytime we have one that's a normal double crochet, we're going to work over the tail for this row. Our next stitch is going to be 2 front post double crochet. So just go in like that. Ta-da! 2 more normal double crochet. Grab your yarn so it doesn't look intimidating in the corner. 2 front post double crochet. And just continue like that for the rest of the row. Now that we've reached the end of the row, we will slip stitch into the first double crochet. I don't count the chain 2s as a double crochet because I don't like working into chain spaces. So chain 2, do 1 double crochet in the first double crochet, and do an increase or 2 double crochet in the next, which will be our increase. Now we're going to do front post double crochet, and then 2 front post double crochet in the next. So this row is just very simple. Double crochet, 2 double crochet for the normal double crochets, front post double crochet, and then 2 front post double crochet in the front post double crochets. See you at the end of the row. Here we are at the end of the row. So you have your normal increases and then your front post double crochet increases. You're all good to go. You can start seeing the definition a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so slip stitch into the first double crochet. Now chain 2. We'll do double crochet, 1 more double crochet, and then here we're going to do a front post double crochet increase even though it's a double crochet below, because our 2 double crochet is just going to be 2 and we don't need the 3rd stitch being one of them. Ta-da! That's where we start getting the ridges in our pattern and maintaining them. So just continue to do your front post double crochets. And increase when necessary. And as we reach the normal double crochets, we just do 2 normal double crochets. And then a front post double crochet increase. There we go. See you at the end of the row. Here we are at the end of the row. So slip stitch into your last stitch. And ta-da! Now you're free to continue increasing as you have been, just doing 2 normal double crochets and then your front post double crochets with the increases. Or you are free to start doing the sides of your pumpkin. You're free to either keep increasing and making it bigger, or to start with the sides of your pumpkin. So for me, I'm going to start with the sides of the pumpkin now. I'll chain 2, do 2 double crochet, and then in any of the front post double crochet, you just do 1 front post double crochet. We aren't doing our increases anymore. And we'll just work like that. So do however many rows you see fit for the sides, and I'll see you back later. Hey, just popping in later in the future. We'll get to the leaves in a second. But I ended up doing 5 rows for the side. So do however many you like. For these proportions, it was 5 rows. And yeah, let's get started on the leaves. First, I'll be demonstrating how to make just a vine, and then I'll be showing how to make the leaves with the vine. So if you want the leaves, don't follow the vine demonstration as all of them are together. It's basically one piece. Okay? Let's start with the vine. Have our handy dandy green, wherever it is, if I can find it. And there's the end. Okay. So we're going to go into the top of our project here. Go through the middle. Want to be just across from the, working on either side of the magic loop that we had. And we are going to attach our thread. So like if you're just attaching somewhere normally, randomly, hold your thread, yarn over, pull it through if it can, and yarn over and pull through to make a secure chain. Now when I chain, I'm going to have this thread here, and we're going to just chain a few. So now we have 2 chains, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. If you want the vine to be a bit longer, you'll do 2 single crochet and a slip stitch. And if you want the vine to be a bit more curly, you'll just do a bunch of 2 single crochets. So for this one, I'll demonstrate the 2 single crochet and slip stitch. 1, 2, and you just slip stitch into it. And then you continue with the 2 single crochet, slip stitch until you reach the base. Boop, boop. For the rest of this, I'll just do the 2 single crochet, because I do want this one to be curly. Its end will just look a bit different. It's a bit hard to see, of course. And I'm looking through the camera, so I'm only seeing what you're seeing now. Now when you get to where the tail is, you're just going to crochet over it. As we get to the base, I like to slip stitch into the base chain. And then go through where it was and also slip stitch. Now chain one. Make sure you have some tail to work with. And grab a needle. Let's pull through. And pull this tight. I didn't make this easy for myself here with that. So I'm just going to try to pull that through the bottom. I'm going to pull this through. And then let's put our yarn on a needle. Okay, so check where the base is. Just going to go through here. And pull through. Make sure to secure everything on the inside. We'll try to sew over this little yarn bit we have here. I probably did that wrong, but it'll do. You'll probably want to do more secure knots and stuff if you're giving this as a gift, especially if it's for a child, but I wouldn't recommend for young children since they're quite small and this will have small parts. So that's how to do a little stem like that. And next we'll do the one with the leaves. Let's make some leaves. So I'm going to start with chaining 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then hold your place there and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over twice. We're going to do a treble crochet into that 6 chain. Da, 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 da. 1, another treble, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 treble all in the first space. Now we're going to do a double crochet into the next space. We want to make it a bit taller to not have the difference be as much. Oh, oh. Oh, I keep missing my stitches. Okay, let's try that double crochet again. And we're going to do a double crochet in the next 2 spaces also. one more double crochet. So we have our 3 double crochet. Now we're going to do a half double crochet. And a single crochet. Got that. Chain 2. Oops. And single crochet into the same space. Now half double crochet. Double crochet in the next 3 spaces. Oh, is that the same space? Yes, it is. I have to be careful with these ones because it doesn't look as like it. So make sure you're holding your chain, your beginning piece of thread behind. Brain fog setting in, so I need to go sit down a bit. And then 6 more treble crochet into this space here. 1, 2, 3, 'I probably shouldn't crochet while brain foggy, I guess. 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to chain 3 and slip stitch into the middle here. Oh, I have to go sit down. But I'm going to chain a few stitches. I'm going to chain 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then chain 6 for your next leaf. 1, 2, 3. Oh. I have to go sit down. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then start with your chain 4, and start your 6 trebles into the first space there. Yeah. I need to go lay down so I don't faint, but it's 6 treble crochet, 3 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, chain 2, turn, single crochet, half double crochet, 3 double crochet, 6 treble crochet, chain 3 and slip stitch, chain 4, chain 6, chain 4, do your 6 double crochet, start your next leaf. So I'm going to make 3 leaves, or if you like 2 leaves, however many you'd like. I shall go lie down. Don't want to faint. Okay, bye. Hey, I'm back. It's a few hours later, feeling much better. Here's how my leaves turned out. Make as many as you wish. Next, we're going to do 4 more chains. 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my dog's enjoying her treat in the background. So if you hear random sounds, it's probably her or the upstairs neighbors. Okay, So just like the other one, whoa, I have lots of wonky yarn stuff going on with the random thread there. Just like the other one, we're going to insert our hook and try to get it on the other side of the magic circle. This time I'm just going to slip stitch through. And we have our leaves attached. So now, chain as many as you want. 2, 3, what? It's 2, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And make your top either this way or that way. Remember, this would be 2 single crochet slip stitch, and this would be just entirely 2 single crochet in each stitch. So I think I'm going to make a longer one for this one, and I'll chain a bit more to give it more room to spread out. Okay, so let's do 2 single crochet, and slip stitch. Maybe a bit harder to see the last few chains. Just slip stitch into the last one. So now we're actually going to slip stitch into the base. And now chain 1 and give yourself a good amount of tail to work with. Then sew it in. Just going to sew into the base of it here. Now this one's completely securely attached on its own, so you don't have to worry as much about it. Just make sure that it hides the tail and you're good to go. As you can see, they work good as pin cushions. Okay, found my scissors. Ta-da! We have our pumpkin leaves all attached and good to go. Now we're going to start with our decreases, and this is where your hook size will make a difference in how it'll look, because the 1.5mm crochet hook, you will see the thread, you'll see the stuffing later, and with smaller hooks you won't see the stuffing as much. Okay, so chain 2, you know the drill, and go and see where your last increase row was. For me it's here, and I had, see, that's just a chain 2, so it doesn't count. I had 2 stitches, then the increase, so we'll be doing 2 stitches, then a decrease. 1, 2, and the decrease will just be front post double crochet 2 together. 2, and for the post double crochet 2 together. So just do that for the next few rows. Decrease, of course, having one less stitch each row. I'll be right back. See you soon. So I've reached the end of the row, and this next row will just be 1 double crochet and then a decrease. So just wanted to show that when the decrease is these normal ones, you still just do a front post. And now whenever you feel ready, start adding some of your stuffing. I'm just using Poly-fil and their one that's supposed to be for dolls specifically. It's a bit easier for crochet projects if it's a bit stiffer, and start seeing how big your pumpkin will be. This is actually a pretty stretchy stitch, so you'll fit more stuffing than you expected, and your pumpkin was actually a bit larger than you'll expect. Look at the difference in just the hook size. 1.5 millimeter crochet hook versus 1.25. Quite insane. Basically just get some stuffing in there. Don't stuff it too tightly yet. We can do that after a few more rows, but you can sort of get an idea of how big it will be. You might want to shape it a bit. But yeah, I generally just continue doing my decreases and stuff as I go. So just continue doing your decreases and check in on if you need to add more stuffing. I probably will for a few more times. I'll meet you back at the end of this row. So I'm at the end of the row now, and we can see we definitely need some more stuffing in there. Okay, and so for the final row, it'll just all be decreases. The leaves like to catch yarn. Okay, let's get those decreases started then. Chain 2 as per usual. And I just wanted to say that for these decreases, you're going to try to have the double crochet be in the center as possible, or as to the side as you can, specifically this way. It'll help with making the gaps a bit less, but it's still going to be a bit gappy. Yep. I will need more stuffing. Bunch sitting here. Let me get my knitting needle. Okay, trusty knitting needle to the rescue. These are great for helping with stuffing, so you can push it in a bit better without it getting stuck like crochet hooks will. kind of like felting, but with stuffing. Oh, my hook fell. Okay. We still have half the row to do. So now we just slip stitch. Chain one, and give ourselves a very generous tail this time. Push it around a bit. I think that'll do. Grab your needle again. Start sewing it closed. Once it's secure enough, I like to sew into a few stitches just along them. Then just insert your hook, insert your needle, and go through a stitch on a different part. Trying to get the middle. That'll be close enough. Just pull it. And snip. Now, the end of the leaf too, we'll pull and snip. There we go. Congratulations on finishing your pumpkin. And I hope you have a wonderful October and a great Halloween. You're done. Ta-da!